Hello everyone, and welcome back to NT Coins World. Today we're diving into 5 fascinating Lincoln pennies, exploring the unique details, historical context, and collector insights for each. From the iconic 1959 penny that introduced the Lincoln Memorial reverse, to the 1980 penny that reflects the last era of copper pennies, these coins hold an incredible history and value in the numismatic world. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, there's always something new to learn about these coins. So, let's dive in and start exploring each of these 1-cent pieces in detail. 1959 Lincoln Penny Coin. The 1959 Lincoln Penny marks a pivotal moment in U.S. minting history, as it was the first year the Lincoln Memorial reverse design appeared. Up until 1958, the Lincoln cent featured the wheat reverse design, a symbolic tribute to Abraham Lincoln's legacy. The new memorial design was introduced in 1959 to commemorate the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth, giving the penny a fresh, modern look while maintaining the traditional portrait of Lincoln on the obverse. Historical context. The decision to change the reverse design of the Lincoln penny was significant. It not only honored Lincoln's legacy, but also marked a transition in the way the United States honored its icons on coinage. The memorial design aimed to provide a more universal representation of Lincoln's impact on the nation, symbolized by the monument that stands in Washington, D.C. Design features. On the obverse, the 1959 Lincoln penny retains Victor David Brenner's classic portrait of Lincoln, a design that has been in use since 1909. It's simple yet powerful, capturing Lincoln's somber gaze. Surrounding the portrait, we find the phrases "In God We Trust" and "Liberty," as well as the date 1959. The reverse features Frank Gasparo's intricate depiction of the Lincoln Memorial, with the inscription E Pluribus Unum above it and United States of America and 1 cent below. Gasparo's design is particularly notable because it includes a small, almost hidden depiction of Lincoln's statue within the columns of the memorial. Mintage. The 1959 Lincoln penny had a substantial mintage, with around 609 million coins produced by the Philadelphia Mint. This high mintage ensures that 1959 pennies remain relatively accessible, though pristine examples are more valuable. Market value. In circulated condition, the 1959 Lincoln penny generally holds face value. However, uncirculated specimens, especially those in higher mint states with a red luster, may have values ranging from 50 cents to a few dollars, depending on the quality. Coins in MS65 or higher, with clear, sharp details and no significant blemishes, can fetch slightly higher prices. Errors and varieties. One of the most interesting and controversial errors tied to this coin is the 1959 Lincoln Memorial penny struck with a wheat reverse. Although the U.S. Mint officially denied its existence, a few examples have reportedly surfaced and are considered rare and valuable collector's items. Double die errors on the obverse or reverse are also valued by collectors, especially if they're visible in the date or lettering. Collector interest. The 1959 Lincoln penny is a must-have for any Lincoln cent collector, particularly due to its transitional nature. As the first year of the memorial reverse, it holds both historical and sentimental value. While widely available, finding a high-grade example with a brilliant red tone adds a special touch to any collection. 1960 Lincoln penny coin. The 1960 Lincoln penny is especially interesting due to its famous large and small date varieties. This year, the U.S. Mint produced both small date and large date versions, making it a sought-after coin for collectors intrigued by varieties. Historical context. The two varieties were likely an outcome of adjustments to the date size during production, perhaps to improve visibility or aesthetic appeal. This year also reflected an era when the Mint was experimenting with different techniques and designs, providing a rich field for collectors. Design features. The obverse of the 1960 penny features Brenner's enduring portrait of Lincoln, with "In God We Trust" at the top, "Liberty" to the left, and the date with the D Mint mark on the right. The reverse shows Gasparo's Lincoln Memorial design, featuring the iconic architectural detail. Mintage. Over 1.5 billion 1960 Lincoln pennies were minted in Denver, making it a common coin. However, the presence of the small and large date varieties adds an extra layer of interest and value. Market value. While circulated examples hold little premium, uncirculated coins with red surfaces in MS65 and above may fetch between $1 and $10, particularly for high-grade small date specimens. Small date varieties in top condition are especially valuable, as they're harder to find in pristine states. Errors and varieties. The large and small date varieties are the main attraction of the 1960 penny, with the small date being rarer. The small date variety shows a more compact date, while the large date version is bolder and more spread out. Collectors often look for doubled die errors or minor varieties in the lettering, which can increase the coin's appeal. The 1960D Lincoln penny is a favorite among variety collectors. The large and small date coins are intriguing and serve as a great example of how slight design changes can turn a common coin into a sought-after collectible. 1973 Lincoln penny coin. The 1973 Lincoln penny is one of the last all-copper pennies, minted shortly before the shift to copper-plated zinc in 1982. Its design remains true to tradition, and it represents a moment in U.S. coinage before significant material changes. Historical context. The copper composition used in the 1973 penny reflects a period when copper prices were lower, making the metal an affordable choice. This era captures the tail end of an era before the copper crisis prompted a switch to less expensive materials. Design features. The obverse has Brenner's Lincoln portrait, and the reverse showcases Gasparo's Lincoln memorial. The lack of a mint mark indicates it was minted in Philadelphia, as was standard at the time. Mintage. Din. Approximately 3.7 billion Lincoln pennies were minted in Philadelphia in 1973, making it a widely available coin. Market value. Circulated 1973 pennies hold minimal market value, though high-grade uncirculated examples can be worth up to a few dollars, especially in red condition. Proof versions from the San Francisco Mint add a collectible variant to the year. Errors and varieties. 1973 pennies with doubled dies or misaligned dies offer collectible value. Although not as common, such errors provide an opportunity for variety collectors. Collector interest. For Lincoln Memorial Series collectors, the 1973 penny is essential, particularly in high-grade examples. Its full red luster and clean design make it an attractive addition for collectors focused on copper pennies. 1974D Lincoln penny coin. The 1974D penny is noteworthy as it was produced around the time when the mint was considering aluminum for pennies, although none of these were released for circulation. Historical context. This penny marks a period of economic adjustment for the mint. Rising metal costs were causing copper to become impractical, leading to the production of aluminum trial coins in 1974. However, all aluminum specimens were reportedly destroyed. Design features. The obverse features the iconic Lincoln portrait by Brenner, with the date and the D mint mark on the right. The reverse shows the Lincoln memorial, a design that had become widely recognized. Mintage. With over 4 billion 1974D pennies produced, this coin is one of the most abundant Lincoln memorial pennies. Market value. Most circulated 1974D pennies hold face value, though uncirculated examples, particularly in MS65 and above, can reach modest values of $1 to $3. Proofs and red uncirculated examples attract higher value. Errors and varieties. While aluminum cents are a historical curiosity, they are not available to collectors. Errors such as doubled dies and off-center strikes are the main sources of added value for 1974D pennies. Collector interest. Collectors appreciate the 1974D penny for its historical context and high mintage, and it remains a classic example of the Lincoln Memorial Series. 1980D Lincoln penny coin. The 1980D penny represents one of the last years of copper pennies before the shift to zinc in 1982. Historical context. This penny marks the end of the traditional copper composition, reflecting a shift due to the rising cost of metals. The change in composition in 1982 means this penny is part of the last phase of copper coinage. Design features. The coin features the classic Lincoln portrait on the obverse with the D mint mark. The reverse has the Lincoln Memorial, a familiar sight by 1980. Mintage. The 1980D had a massive mintage of over 5 billion, making it highly accessible. Market value. Circulated 1980D pennies hold little premium, but red uncirculated coins in MS65 or higher may be worth a few dollars. Errors and varieties. While errors are not common, varieties such as doubled dies or off-center strikes can add value. Coins with errors attract those interested in unique pieces. Collector interest. For those collecting copper pennies, the 1980D is a final piece before the change in composition. It's a staple for anyone interested in completing the Lincoln Memorial Series in copper form. That's it for today's deep dive into these 5 fascinating Lincoln pennies. Each coin, from the 1959 Lincoln penny, with its unique close M variety, to the final years of the Lincoln Memorial design, tells its own story and adds value to a collection in its way. Whether you're looking for rare varieties, mint errors, or just a piece of history, these pennies are an exciting part of US coinage. Thanks for watching NT Coins World. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more videos on coin collecting. Until next time, happy collecting.